Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you could stop by today. If you're new, please consider subscribing as I post new content every Wednesday and Sunday. If you like today's project, please give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment in the description box below. For today's project, we're going to be completing some nautical DIY home decor, found with simple items from the Dollarama and some found items from a local beach. For today's product, we will be making nautical home decor, and we will be needing some nautical rope, styrofoam balls, glue gun and glue sticks, photo frames and scrapbook paper, printables found online for free, markers, and a styrofoam buoy, as well as some seashells and some beach glass. So the first thing that I'm going to do is remove the backing of my frame. I take the insert and I trace it onto some scrapbook paper. That way I'll get the proper size for my frame. I trace around my insert 2 times as I have 2 frames, and then I simply cut them out with a pair of scissors. I then remove the glass and I take the backing to the frame and place it inside. I then cover the backing with some hot glue and a piece of the scrapbook paper. Next, I take my beach glass and I place it on the photo frame just to see where I would like the placement to be first before I attach glue to it. Once I'm satisfied with the placement of the glass, I simply take some hot glue and stick each piece of glass down to the scrapbook paper. Once the glass is adhered to the scrapbook paper, I take a marker and I draw some squiggly lines so that it will look like a jellyfish's tentacles. Next, I have a scallop shell that was found on a beach down around Digby. My mom picked it up on her last beach hunt, and I absolutely love it. I thought that I'd like to use this as a soap dish in my bathroom. So what I'm doing is taking gold leaf painting, and I'm just simply putting it around the outer edges of the shell. The next project that we're going to be doing is making some nautical rope buoys. And I simply start this by adding a small amount of glue to the top, and I continue adding glue all the way around, and I'm winding the rope in a circular motion until the entire ball is covered with twine. When I near the end of the ball, I just continue wrapping it tightly in the center and then pressing firmly on the very end after I've cut it off to make sure that the end adheres well to the styrofoam ball. Next, I take the same rope and I make vertical lines going up and down the sides of the ball, and I wrap this around the entire ball 3 times. Afterwards, I add a small handle to the top, making sure that I'm hot gluing the rope so that it doesn't come apart. You can't see it in the film, but I actually did this 2 times to make 2 balls. One I just did off screen. For our next project, we're going to take some free printables that I found online. I'm trimming down the printables so that they fit inside my photo frame. I remove the backing on the frame and I place my free printables inside. I place the backing back on the frame, and there we have a finished piece of artwork ready to be hung up or displayed on a shelf. And for my last project, I'm going to take this old styrofoam buoy that I actually found on a beach during a beach walk recently. And I'm just taking acrylic paint and covering up the old paint to make it match the decor colors that I'd like for my home. I'm going to go with white and green and black. But you could paint it whatever colors you would choose to make for your home. I add some blue stripes to the bottom and the top of my buoy. Then I take some teal paint and I add it to the middle of my buoy in a sweeping motion across the front. I'm just making a line as best as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. The more rough it looks, the more old and weathered the buoy will look. I decided to add several lines to the middle of mine just to make the colors be distinctive. Once the paint was dry, I used some hot glue and added some nautical rope to the top and bottom of my buoy. I chose to do 3 rows of nautical rope at the top and at the bottom of the buoy. Once the top and bottom were done, I trimmed off any excess on the edges, and then I flipped my buoy over so that I could add a hanger to the back. For the hanger on the back of my buoy, I used a piece of excess nautical rope. I simply applied a dollop of hot glue to the back and pressed it down until it stayed in place. I really love how the projects turned out today. It's totally customizable. You could make it any colors that you would like that would follow along with your decor needs. If you like what you see below, please leave me a comment in the description box below. And make sure that you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday when I upload new content. Thanks guys and have a great day.